Patricia. My friends call me Pat. This is officially my first Get Ready With Me. I will be going out with a friend that lives in New Jersey, so she lives out of state. So we're gonna have some little drinkies tonight, and so I just thought this would be the best time to just have a little chit chat while I get ready. So I thought this would be the perfect time to just also talk about my journey entering my feminine era, my feminine energy. It's come a long way, and I felt like the best way to talk about it was with my makeup. There's a lot we can talk about. Okay, I'm a yapper. I'm a yapper. I love to yap, so we're gonna yap. This is gonna be a yapping session. So I got my makeup. So let's see, how do I start talking about my journey into embracing, my feminine side? Because we all have a masculine and feminine side, of course, but I feel like for me it's been really hard to embrace that side of me. So this year, one thing that I wanted to do, and one thing that I added in my vision board, was that I was gonna tune into my feminine side. So for a long time, I was just stuck in this really bad mental state, that I just felt off and weird, and I just didn't feel good about myself. I'm gonna be honest with you. I did not feel good about myself. I felt just all over the place. And I slowly started to realize that I feel like I was in such a survival mode, and that caused me to be very, very much in my masculine energy. You know what I mean? And partly it was because of who I was with at the time. I was just going through a really, really, really hard time with that person, and I just felt like I needed to be masculine. I don't know how to explain it. I really don't know how to explain it, but I feel like I genuinely stopped doing the things of taking care of myself, doing my makeup, hanging out with my friends, my girlies, having that girl time. I mean, connecting more with my feminine energy is that allowing myself to just be at peace, and just not always having to be work, school. And I feel like I've been like that for so long, and sometimes you don't even realize until you sit down and you think about it, and you're like, damn, I definitely have been struggling. Now, don't get me wrong, the masculine part of you is really important, right? It gets shit done. I love being a provider. I feel like my dad really drilled into me being independent and providing for others, being there for others, working, all of that. But I also wanted to be soft and feminine, and not so much all the time worrying and just thinking about my responsibilities and things that I need to do all the time. Life isn't all about that. I just really wanted to be feminine. If there's nothing else, there's not a better way to say it. I just felt like I was not in touch with that part of myself anymore, and that was rough. Because again, I'm a girly girl. Okay, if you can't tell, there's pink everywhere. I'm a girly ass girl. I only did all this because I started to embrace that part of me that I was trying to push down, because I was having such a hard time, and I couldn't come to terms that I am very much a feminine girl, and I really wanted to get tap into that side. I was just not allowing myself to do that. A big part of it, like I said, was the relationship I was in. The relationship I was in was so bad, girl. Terrible. Okay? It was not good. I was the provider. I was literally always having to work my ass off. It was just so toxic. It was so bad. And I did everything in my power, girl, to stay in this toxic ass relationship, as most of us do. And when we stopped dating, it was horrible, in the sense that I thought this was going to be my husband, right? And he didn't end up being that. And so I think that's really what pushed me to become the woman I am today. So how did I get in tune? How did I get in touch of my feminine side? Because let me tell you, like I said again, I wasn't all this. I did a lot of things. And I did a lot of healing. Although I do have a lot of things I still need to work on, I did a lot of shadow work. Basically, I had to look within, and I had to start taking responsibility of the things that I didn't want to take responsibility in, because you had to confront all of your flaws and all of the things that were rough to think about. I started taking care of myself in the sense of getting massages, getting my nails done, doing my hair, like even just basic like things that I don't even have to spend money on too, because you can do your own facial, you can do your own nails, like all that. Like if I didn't have money for it, I started doing it myself, and like I slowly started to like feel like myself because I was paying attention to myself. I did the opposite of what I would do usually, in the sense that I would always be locked in my room doing nothing and then just going straight to work. No, honey. I wasn't doing anything. Partly depressed, partly anxious. But I wasn't doing anything. Like, I wasn't taking responsibility. I wasn't taking accountability. I wasn't doing anything. I had all these goals and I wasn't doing shit. I got up and I made a plan. I made a plan that I was going to change. And so slowly, I went out and I like started wearing stuff that I liked. I started wearing things on like for whatever reason. When I started doing things for myself and I started not waiting for my friend or if my brother would do it, if my mom can come, that changed the game for me, mamas. Change the game. I started like just slowly doing extra stuff that I never did. I started buying a signature perfume. I started looking for makeup that like could like match my vibe. I started to buy things around me that is gonna make me happy. I'm in my room all the time. Okay, I work from home too. So I need to be happy in my room. So I started like taking time to like find things that makes me happy. I started hanging out a lot more with my friends. Mind you, I didn't live here where I live right now in this city. That was a huge thing. I didn't live like in the best place in the sense that it was not a liberal city, not a liberal town, and I did not vibe with anyone there. I was so lonely. I talked to no one. Here is like so many opportunities. Like there's so many opportunities to go out. There's so many opportunities to see my friends. But yes, I cannot deny that I moved and that definitely helped a lot because I'm like seeing new shit. I just really started focusing on little things that I just never focused at all. Which is like the things that I said, like scents, how I looked, my hair, like not even just looking good, just feeling good. Like those kinds of things helped me feel much better about myself and made me feel less manly and more woman. I've always had a hard time feeling that I'm a woman. I just always felt manly and I never wanted to feel that way. Like, no matter like what I did, like I always just felt like off. But yeah, I started taking care of myself and I felt like that just blossomed into this whole thing. Because I also feel like there's a misconception that like if you're feminine you don't really do much either, but that's not true. I feel like I became more feminine and I started doing more shit. I finished school, got my bachelor's. I went back to school again to get a massage therapy license. I'm almost gonna be opening my business. So like those things wouldn't have happened if I didn't work on that feminine side, you know? I wouldn't have gotten shit done if I didn't do the work in looking at myself and realizing that there's a lot of things that I needed to hold accountable that I wasn't. I am really proud of what I am doing now. I'm trying to get more into my creative side, which is also I feel like a big product of being more feminine is being more creative. I can't wait to like start creating like this all of this stuff that I'm doing now wouldn't have been possible if I didn't also tune into my feminine energy, sorry. Mind you, we all have both sides. I just felt like I was lacking on that end, and emotionally I was all over the place. That's another thing. Emotionally I was just all over the place, and that was messing me up bad. I think now, although it's really hard sometimes to kind of let go and release emotions and talk about emotions, I feel like it's much better than it was before, because I definitely wouldn't even be talking about this on the camera, you know, like I wouldn't be doing that if it was years ago. I'm really excited. I'm mostly excited right now for my business. It's so cute. It's called Astrodora because it's a very ethereal, very like spiritual kind of vibe. I am a spiritual girly, and I wanted also my business to reflect that. So yeah, I'm like super, super excited to be able to just help like the community. I'm so excited for this era, if you can't tell. Like, I'm so excited to be able to provide services that are going to help people. Just like massage and all these different things have also helped me like immensely. I can't wait to do that for others. So okay, so we put on some lashes. The way I do my makeup is interesting. That's why I'm like, I know I'm not doing everything right, and I know that. I'm doing it on purpose though. I like to add some like highlight. I just love highlighting my face. Like, I think that's what gets me. But yeah, even just like the way I do my makeup is intentional. I want to look like a fairy. I want to look different. I used to hate my features. That's one thing. Is like I used to hate my features so bad. Now I use them to my advantage. Okay, I have small eyes, so I use my small eyes to my advantage. I don't have a nose bridge, and that used to bother me, but I use that to my advantage to make a little button nose. Like, there's a lot of things that I just think differently that I wouldn't have before. And I kind of like accentuate the things that I didn't like, which is crazy. Growth, like just like white, like just bright as fuck, and I love that. Okay, so this is my outfit. I think it looks really cute. It's like those little shorts. It's really short. I haven't really worn shorts like this, but it looks really cute. I think the shirt is adorable. So, yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited. This was my first Get Ready With Me. I will definitely be doing things like this and more. And I'm just so excited. I'm so excited to be doing this. I'm so excited to have a camera. I'm so excited. So yeah, until next time, babies. Bye.